Good morning and afternoon to everyone joining us for today's webinar about secure printing for Chromebook users. The new Pharos Chrome Print extension makes it super easy to print from your Chrome OS device, whether it's Uniprint or Beacon Sentry Print. This is especially useful for K-12 schools, colleges, and companies who manage their Chromebooks, so we're excited to have you all with us today. My name is Lindsay Lamb, and I am on the marketing team here at Pharos. Joining me is Brad Nelson, a solutions architect, and he will be demoing a couple different scenarios for you today. The first is how end users can install the Pharos Chrome Print extension and begin securely printing using their Chrome OS devices. The second is how Beacon administrators add, configure, and deploy the extension to their end users using the Google Admin Console. Third, Brad will also show how to use the Chrome Print extension for push printing or direct printing as an alternative option to secure pull printing. And then he will also demo downloading and configuring the Chrome Print extension for Uniprint. I'm sure many of you are aware that Google announced that Google Cloud Print will be deprecated at the end of this year, and they are recommending organizations find an alternative print solution and migrate their print services. Once the new year begins, Google Cloud Print will no longer be supported, and devices across all operating systems will not be able to print using Google Cloud Print. But that's okay, because we're here. So last month, Google announced that Pharos is now Chrome Enterprise recommended. But what exactly does that mean? Chrome Enterprise Recommended is Google's partner program for third-party solutions that are verified by Google to meet certain technical and support standards for Chrome OS and Chrome browser. This also means that when organizations go to Google's website, especially those searching for an alternative print solution once Google Cloud Print goes away, we will be one of the solutions they recommend. So we're very excited to be included in their Chrome Enterprise Recommended Partner Program. As part of this partnership, Pharos Beacon has been validated by Google as a Chrome Enterprise recommended solution. That means it's been optimized for rapid deployment and seamless integration with Google's Chrome OS and Chrome browser with the Pharos Chrome Print extension. And this was really important to Pharos because we want all of you and others with a Chrome environment to feel confident investing in Pharos solutions like Pharos Chrome Print because we've already been verified and validated by Google. So now I think it's time for me to hand the presentation over to Brad so he can show you how all of this works for end users and administrators. So I'm going to turn my webcam off, and if you just give me 1 minute, I am going to make Brad the presenter. Okay, Brad, you
Good.
should
Okay, thank
be
you,
there.
Lindsay.
Mhm.
All right. The first scenario, again, we're going to show you today is printing with the Pharos Chrome Print extension. This is Beacon printing through the Chrome browser. Um, in this scenario and demonstration, we're going to show you, one, how to get or you'll receive an invitation email to configure the Pharos Chrome Print extension. Second, you're going to go through the install process for the Pharos Chrome Print extension. And then three, configure the Pharos Chrome Print extension for use and print a document into the Beacon system. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my screens here to show you the demonstration. Pharos Sentry Print using the Pharos Chrome Print extension in the Chrome browser starts with the Beacon administrator sending users an invitation email. To do this, the administrator will be logged into the Beacon administration console. They will go into the Secure menu and then into the Setup Guide and expand the option 3 for Finalize Sentry Print Setup. In here, then you will go into Invite Chromebook Users. And note that this will kind of give you a description in these areas in the Beacon console. There's also links in each area that if you need to learn more, for example here, I can click this link and it will pull up the page with help information around the context area that you're working with. So just note that there's always help available, usually at a click of a button within Beacon. And you'll see here that it comes up. And again, this about inviting Chromebook users, it will detail what this does and how you need to interact with it. Back in the console then, I'm going to go ahead and send an email to my user account. It's there and has sent the email template. I'm going to go into my email account, and here I just received the Beacon invitation email. I'm going to go ahead and open it. This email will dictate or kind of show you what you can do in the system by securing, printing your documents secure to any device in your company that's been enabled with Pharos Chrome Print, even across different locations. This can help ensure document confidentiality and lower company costs by secure releasing only the documents that you need and potentially not unwanted documents that were printed before you went to the printer to retrieve them. Then to get started, we need to go to the Chrome Web Store to download the Pharos Chrome Print extension. You can click the Web Store link to go to the Web Store, or alternatively, you can click right to the Pharos Chrome Print extension. So I'll click that link. We go into the Web Store, and it will now show us the Pharos Chrome Print extension. And I'm going to go ahead and click Add this to Chrome and add the extension. And it's adding this. So it added the extension to Chrome. And then we also need sync turned on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn sync on my Google account and say yes that I'm in to Google Sync. And then I'm going to come up here. We now see the extension up here in the toolbar. You can click on the extension icon, and you can see it is pinned to the browser toolbar. If not, you want to remove it, you could simply just uncheck it or click the pin to keep it there focused for you to see. When it installs initially, you'll see that it has a red exclamation point. We still need to do configuration for it. When you click on the link, it's going to ask for a configuration URL. Back in the invite email that I received, there is now the configuration URL that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, come back into the Pharos Chrome Print extension. I'm going to go ahead and paste that link and click Submit. This will then configure the Pharos Chrome Print extension to your Beacon environment for use. And it's going to ask me to sign in. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with OpenID. In this case, it's going to be my Gmail account. And I'll enter my password. And once I successfully authenticate, that will complete my registration process. And now you see that you've succeeded in configuring the Pharos Chrome Print extension. From there, to print a document, I'm going to go to, I've got the Pharos Centry Print brochure. I'm going to go up and click the printer icon in Chrome. And it will bring up the document, and I can go ahead and select the destination. So I click the down arrow here, and I can go to see more to see all of my areas of where I can print. And you'll note that you'll see secure printer here, Pharos Chrome Print. So I'll go ahead and select that printer. It will then bring up my options. I can print all pages. I can change the number of copies that I want. I can also switch it from black and white to color. So there I switched it to color, and there's additional settings here as you would normally use in Chrome. I'm then going to go ahead and click the print button. And this has now just submitted the document into Beacon Sentry Print for release at any Pharos Chrome Print enabled printer in your organization. To recap then and in summary, I've done three things. First was to install the Pharos Chrome Print extension from the Chrome Web Store. I then signed in to Pharos Chrome Print extension using the organization credentials after putting in the URL for Sentry Print. And then I printed a document that can be released at any Pharos Sentry secure printer that also is not using Google Cloud Print. It is using our Pharos Chrome Print extension. In the next demonstration, we will cover the Pharos Chrome Print extension three-step implementation using the Google admin to deploy to Chromebooks. The three steps are Chromebook before deployment, download Beacon Chromebook policy configuration, and Google Admin Console. Deploying the Pharos Chrome Print extension to Chromebooks starts with the Chromebook that is logged in with a Google managed account. You'll see my Chromebook here on the screen, and if I go down into the system tray icon and I click down here in the lower right, you'll see that there is a managed indication here in the lower right. So this does mean that we are logged into the Chromebook with a managed Google account that a Google administrator can actually push the Pharos Chrome Print extension to the Chromebook. To show this, then starts in this process, it starts with the Google administrator going into the Google admin console. You go into devices, and then you click on Chrome devices. And up here, you'll see that you have devices. We can then scroll down to apps and extensions. And you can see we're in the organizational unit that we're working with here. In this case, it's Pharos Systems. I'm going to go down here to the lower right and up one icon to add from the Chrome Web Store. So I'll click that link. We will go out to the Chrome Web Store and I'm going to search for the Pharos Chrome Print extension. When I find it, I click it. I can then select it for use. And it's adding it into the Google Administrator. The next thing that we want to do is we need to put in or upload the policy for the extension. This configures the Pharos Chrome Print extension for use. To do that, your Pharos Beacon administrator will log in to the Beacon console. And once they're inside, we're going to go up to the Secure menu, to the Setup Guide menu, again down to the number 3, Finalize Sentry Print Setup. And we're going to click on the Deploy Chromebook extension link. Again, note that there are help links within here if you do need to have additional help or information on the configuration item that you're working with. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and download the policy configuration. So it's downloaded it to my computer. We're then going to go back over into the Google admin, and I'm going to upload that configuration. And I will find the file of the Chrome policy that I downloaded. I'm going to open that to attach it. I'm going to save it over here in the upper right hand corner. And you'll note here now that we have the specific URL that's specific to your Beacon environment that you would deploy out to your Chromebook users for the Chromebook Pharos Print extension. From there, we can go up here and then change the parameters of the Chrome Print extension. From not just allowing the install, we're going to force the install. Once I've made that change and I click here in the upper right, it goes ahead and saves that change. I'm going to bring my Chromebook back up. And here in a moment, we're going to notice that I'm going to get the Pharos Chrome Print extension here in just a second added to my Chromebook. And you can see here I've clicked on the extensions here, and then you do see that we have the Pharos Chrome Print extension. I'm going to go ahead and pin it up here to the taskbar, and then I'm going to go ahead and click that icon. You'll see that the configuration URL is already in place. I'm going to go ahead and click Submit. And this finalized the setup. We got the success message that we are now set up the Pharos Chrome Print extension for use. I can then go to a document that I want to print. In this case, I'm going to print the Sentry Print brochure. I come up here to the print icon in the upper right. And from here, you'll see the document, and then we can select the destination. We can click the drop-down arrow. We can go to see more to see all of our options that are available. And we're looking again for the secure printer, Pharos Chrome Print. I'm going to go ahead and select that printer. And then again, you have options around printing all of the pages, a page range, how many copies or sets you'd like. You can also switch the document to black and white and color. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as color. And I'm going to go ahead and hit print to submit the print job into Beacon Sentry Print that can then be released on any printer in your environment that's configured for Pharos Sentry Print. To summarize here then, we've successfully shown how to get the policy configuration for Pharos Sentry Print to upload into the Google admin console to add the extension to your organization that's of managed Chromebooks, as well as force the install of the Pharos Chrome Print extension when your users sign into their Chromebook. And then as well as clicking on the Pharos Sentry Chrome Print extension in your taskbar at the top to then complete and submit the extension configuration to register it, and then print a document into Pharos Sentry Print. In the next demonstration, we will cover the Pharos Chrome Print extension push printing feature coming in the December 2020 Beacon update. The three steps we will cover are deploy as scenario or steps 1 and 2, select printer and Chrome extension, and print document with options. With the Pharos Chrome Print extension installed, we will go ahead and configure it with the URL as we did in scenario 1 by pasting in the configuration URL. Then we will go ahead and enter our credentials to associate it with the user account. Once the Pharos Chrome Print extension then is configured, you'll see that we are logged in as their user account there at the top. We'll click on My Printers at the bottom. We see that we currently don't have any printers set up. We'll click on Add Printer. From here, you can search for names that have been defined in the Beacon system there on the left, and you can enter those names in the dialog box to search for them. So we can start typing them. Typically, printers are named with a label on the front of them. When the research results return and you can find the one that you want, you can click the Add button. You can add more than one if you need to add more than one printer for your selection. You'll see that they're installed. We go back to My Printers. You'll see too here that they're in a list. Note too that you can remove a printer if you no longer need it. And from there, then we have our one printer added. We go back to Add Printer. Note that we can add other local printers as long as your Chrome browser can see it on the network. We typed in the IP address, noted it didn't find it. You can do the drop down to add local or network printer. You can enter a host name or IP address. We'll do the IP search again. And we're going to go ahead and save the printer with that IP. It found the printer and it added it to the system. We go back to My Printers and you'll see your first printer that was added and then the other local network printer that's there on the network. Then to use the Pharos Chrome Print extension, we're going to go ahead and print the web page here. Note here at the destination, you can click the drop down, go to see more. You have your Pharos Secure Printer and your other two push print printers that we configured in the system there for use. We'll go ahead and select one. Then you have your options here that you can select to print the document. And when you're ready, you'll just go ahead and hit print and your document was submitted for use in the system. In the next demonstration, we will cover the Pharos Chrome Print extension in Uniprint. The two steps we will cover are download Pharos Chrome Print extension and configure Chrome Print extension. Pharos Uniprint Chrome Printing has been utilizing Google Cloud Print, which is being deprecated at the end of 2020. So for clients that need a solution for users to print from Chrome, there's been a new solution that's been needed to be put in place. So Pharos has introduced a new Pharos Chrome printing solution for Uniprint in Uniprint 9.1 Service Pack 3 that utilizes the Pharos Chrome Print extension. Just want to note that the prerequisites for this to work in your environment will require Uniprint 9.1 running at Service Pack 3. Service Pack 3 can be ran and installed from the system updater service within the administration console. But in addition to that, prerequisites before you do that update, you will need Visual Studio 2015 x86 runtime, the .NET Core Windows Server Hosting 3.13, as well as the Pharos IPP service. These items are available on the community website. If you go to the Uniprint service packs and hotfixes, there's a screen image over here on the right that the Pharos IPP service, if you download this, it will include these 3 additional prerequisites that you need to get this working in your environment. Also note that Service Pack 3 will update Print Center to version 4.11, which is also required, as well as you will need Mobile Print, version 2.3 or later. The current version is at 2.4. Additional information just to note through this process, that if the Uniprint administrators import your user base users' Gmail addresses to their Uniprint account, it will reduce a step or the time that it takes for the user to register their Pharos Chrome Print extension. In this example that I'm going to demo here next, note that I do not have my Gmail account registered, so I'll go through that registration process. So where you are allowing or do not have the user's Gmail addresses pre-populated on their account, you will need to enable email address registration for mobile print within Print Center. Also to note that the current release with Service Pack 3 does not allow you to change the Pharos Chrome printer name, but in the next pending release here shortly that will introduce touchless printing, there will be an update that will include a GUI in the Print Center website for the Chrome printing that will allow you to change the secure printer name. So just note that you won't be able to change that right now, but very shortly you will be able to do that. To go ahead and show you how this works in Uniprint and to get the user running with all of those prerequisites in place in this environment, we first need to go to the Chrome Web Store. From there, I'm going to search for the Pharos Chrome Print extension. It will pull it up when you click on it. Over on a page will appear so that you can add it to Chrome. You're going to click the Add to Chrome and then confirm that you do want to add this extension. From here, you'll note that up in the taskbar, you see in the extensions icon, we can click this and we can click a pen icon. This pen will keep the Pharos Chrome Print extension pinned to your taskbar so you can see it at all times. From there, you'll also notice that there's a red explanation box. This just means that the Chrome Print extension has not been registered or enabled. From here, we'll go ahead and just click the Pharos Chrome Print extension, and we're going to type in the URL to your Pharos Print Center website that users access. In this case, I'm using a local VM just to demo this environment, so I'm putting in the IP address of the Print Center website that I need to connect to, but again, this would typically be the friendly name that your users type in a browser to go to the Pharos Print Center website. When that is there, we'll go ahead and click Submit. And then you'll see that it came back that there's still additional work required, that a registration email has been sent to my email, and click that to register my account. So I'm going to go over into my email here. You'll see here that I got my registration email. I'm going to go ahead and open it. And then I can click the link here to register my email address. This is then going to take me out to Print Center, where I will authenticate just as if I'm a normal user going to the website. So I'm going to type, in this case, my normal credentials, most likely like their network ID and password, so that I authenticate into the Print Center, and this will then append or add my Gmail email address that I use to register the Pharos Chrome Print extension to. So I get a success message that my email address has been registered to my account. I'm going to go ahead and click OK here. And this just again takes me into the Print Center website. From here, I can go ahead and click up here again and click the submission button, and then the icon here will change and my configuration is complete, and you see the green checkbox. Just note again that once the user had put in the URL and the step prior and submitting that, As long as that user's Gmail account was already existing on a Uniprint user account, it would go immediately to green and be available for use. Once you have the Pharos Chrome Print extension installed and configured, you can then use it. So I'm going to go ahead and go to in this case, the Uniprint 9.1 brochure in Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and click the print icon. This will bring up the dialog box, and you'll see it already came up with Pharos Chrome Printer, but you can always go down to the See More selections to see all of the choices that you have available. And again, this Pharos Chrome Printer, you'll be able to change this name with the update coming for touchless print if you don't like this for your environment and doesn't fit your culture or branding needs. So I'm going to go ahead and select that Pharos Chrome printer here, and I can select if I want to print everything or all the pages in the document, how many copies, color, or I go to additional settings. Once I'm good, I'm going to go ahead and just hit the print button. It will then submit this print job through the Pharos Chrome Print extension into Uniprint. From there, again, I can look in the go back into the Pharos Print Center. I see that my document is now just coming into the system. When it comes in, it's counting and page counting the job and showing the price. You'll see here that the document is in color, and it's 12 pages and 12 sheets of paper at single-sided and what the cost is. And then from there, you're able to use it however your Uniprint system is configured, either printing through the Print Center website or going to any Pharos secure enabled printer to release that document. So in summary, I was able to download the Pharos Chrome Print extension in Chrome and enable and register it to my account, as well as I was able to enter this Uniprint server URL and the Chrome Print extension to register my email address, as well as then print a document that can be released at any Pharos Sentry Print secure printer.
Perfect. Thanks, Brad. We appreciate you taking us through those couple of Pharos Chrome Print scenarios for end users and administrators. And I'd like to give a special thank you to everyone who joined us today. If you have questions or comments about what you learned today, you can call us, you can email sales@pharos.com, or reach out to any friend you have at Pharos, and we will help get you the answers you need. I encourage you to check out our Chromebook printing webpage on our website, and we look forward to seeing you at future events. Thank you.